Hey guys, how y'all doing today? It's Hal here at Rock50 and welcome back to another Bloons TD Battles modded video. So I really wanted to make a video about the new 4.7 update, the tournaments. However, for everyone who showed up to my live stream, they probably know why I can't do so. It literally doesn't work. Like, every time you try to run a tournament, there's always server issues, people crash, well not crash, but disconnect, and people just, it says they forfeit when it's really just Ninja Kiwi's servers that are having a bit of issues. So, unfortunately that means we can't really record the new update. Hopefully that'll be fixed soon and we can make some videos about it. And what also sucks is that the servers, like, game-wide are having problems. Like, you can't do public battles without getting timed out pretty frequently, and you can't do like private battles. So really, battles as a whole is iffy, and my internet was never good to begin with. Like, I have pretty crap quality freaking charter internet. I don't like it one bit. But that means I'm just not gonna really try to do any current footage. So if we can't play new updates and you can't play any new games, what the hell's a man to do? Pre-recorded footage. So I played these games with Cringy Jack not too long ago, a bit before the 4.7 update came out, and we just played on the 5th tier towers mod. It's still pretty fun, and we're doing the last 5th tier tower that I've not made a video about yet. I'm aware ISAB made a video about it, but I have not, so we're making a video about it for all you folks to see. So the 5th tier engineer is what we got, and it's pretty cool. We'll get to see it in action eventually, but first, the actual first change that's modded. It's not a 5th tier, but it's a 2nd tier engineer. You can see Cringy Jack's side over there. He has some red sentry gunners in addition to his green sentry gunners. He has just a lot of sentry gunners, and the red ones seem to be like super sentries. Hell, I could use some super sentries right now, but clearly I'm fucking clueless as to how to get them, so I gotta battle energy to yellows. Can't believe it. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Rigged. I can't believe it. So it turns out that the 2nd tier on the right side upgrade for this modded engineer now gives megas or super sentries in addition to normal sentries, but I think it has to be like 2-2 or 1-2 or something like that. Apparently, because originally the 2nd tier on the right side engineer does not. It's very bad, okay, to say the least. It's just a range upgrade, but it makes the tower worse. Like, I have a whole video about it if you're really curious why it's the worst upgrade in the game. But, yeah, it's pretty bad, so they replaced it with something that actually is useful. Now, what also would be useful is some motherfucking camo detection on my side, because there's an insane amount of camo balloons coming through. I'm like, oh crap, I just got a boost. Because what I'm trying to do right now, I'm trying to rush the left-sided 5th tier engineer. It's pretty cheap. It's $6,000, and you get to see why I rush it pretty soon. We're selling towers, and we're buying it, and nothing happens. Wait for it. Just wait for it. There's a bit of a delay, so it works like an ability, but it starts like on cooldown. It shoots off sentries and cleansing foam and balloon traps everywhere on a timer, just whenever it damn feels like, maybe like every 30 or 40 seconds or so. Cringy Jack also has it, and it's basically like a farm, because the balloon traps, they will basically get every single balloon. The player sent balloons, the AI balloons, and you just get so much money from it. It's very comparable to getting farms. Back when ISAB and I played, and I was doing the 5th tier boomerang, and ISAB was doing the 5th tier engineer, ISAB would literally sell farms to get this upgrade. So it is worth selling a lot to get it. This also pretty much defends everything below a Moab. It is that good. Like, the sentry guns provide a lot of extra pop and power, and the balloon traps will obviously suck everything up. But how about a Moab? Yep, that got destroyed. That wasn't even close. I mean, those sentries, yeah, there's still like 40 of them, 50 of them. They do some decent damage to that Moab. What about a BFB? Do we send a BFB? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, there's only one way to find out. We'll try out the BFB against the Sentry Horde. Maybe there's not enough sentries to take down all the 4 Moabs inside the BFBs and they get overwhelmed. Also sending some pink balloons as well. I think Cringy Jack may have a 2nd of 5th tier engineer, so he's using that to help him out. And it looks like he's able to take down that BFB with ease. So that's not too bad. Took down Moab, took down BFB. I guess that's kind of expected if you're getting a 5th tier upgrade. Like at that point, it better be good, right? And it, better not be something that just can't pop Moabs. Looking at you, glue gunner, son of a bit. Okay, we're sending a ZOMG now. Because the BFB and the Moab was pretty easy. Let's try out the ZOMG. Oh, it's going to be a little anticlimactic, because as you can see, Cringy Jack does not decide to take it down with the engineers, but instead the first strike capability on the submarine. But you're not here to see how well the first strike capability can take down ZOMG. You're here to find out how well a 5th tier engineer deals against a ZOMG. So we're taking on Dread Bloon practice mode, by the way, which is actually super convenient for testing out these modded towers. You don't even need like a modded profile dot save to do this. You just need the data.jet. I guess most of you don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. But anyways, we can test out in sandbox mode a ZOMG against the 5th tier engineer. And as you can see, it's taken a while to actually knock down the ZOMG shell, because there was even some point in time where there was no sentries. Like, they went away before it bursted out again. But now it's knocked down, and here comes the BFBs. And now they bob into mobs, which spawn into a lot of balloons, but they also have to deal with all these mobs first. The balloons get instantly taken care of. However, the mobs themselves are hard to hit, and it looks like some mobs just straight up run through the defense. Oh crap, more mobs? And also there's no sentries to help. This will happen in-game unless you have some sort of attack speed buff. And yeah, all those balloons are just gonna, all those mobs are just gonna sneak right through, take out about 4,000 lives out of us. It's not so great. It's kind of weak. But I mean, that's what you get for like a $6,000 upgrade. Like, it's cheap for a reason, alright? It's a lot cheaper than the 5th tier Dart Monkey and Boomerang upgrades. Like, those guys cost a bit more, and for like $6,000 you still get a hefty deal. Like, I mean, in real game money, this would probably cost something like, oh, I don't know, maybe like 20,000, 25,000, but in Jambyte dollars is 6,000. And you have to think, like, scaling that into other upgrades, like you would think the Sun Circle for the Dart Monkey, like in real game dollars that would cost like 200,000 or something like that, but in Jambyte dollars it's closer to 50k. So realistically, yeah, it's still not that bad. Also, while I was talking, I didn't even realize the 5th tier right-sided engineer has come down. We get to see that bad boy in action. That causes a massive sentry circle. That is the gist of the upgrade. The sentry circle, it spawns a crap ton. And I say a crap ton because I mean it. Just look at that. You can hardly even pick out individual sentry gunners in the middle. It spawns so many sentry gunners in a circle. It's like the Hypersonic Sentry gun from the Hypersonic Towers glitch back when that was a thing, except all the sentries aren't super powered. They can't even pop blood balloons. What is this baloney? Well, yeah. It bobs everything else, though. It bobs everything else, indeed. It took down those two BFBs like it was nothing. They made it to like the middle of the sentry circle and died. It's pretty impressive. There's a lot of popping power, and it's only $10,000 too. Of course, you do have to buy the overclock and everything before it. No, overclock is definitely not cheap. Especially for what little it accomplishes. It's pretty bad. It only, makes one tower shoot like twice as fast or so. And also, another downside about this Hypersonic Sentry circle, whatever you want to call it, is that it doesn't detect camo. That's why we got us a nuclear sub, just to see camo. Not even gonna cheat and get reactor, because we ain't no bitch. We're just gonna have our sentries do all that. And we're gonna have our 5th tier balloon trap dude. We're gonna get quite a few of them, actually. We're gonna get quite a few of them just spewing all over the track, doing some damage. So the thing is about the 5th tier engineer is that you can't actually buy the 5th tier upgrade until you've bought a bunch of 0-0 engineers, because they take up so much of the map that it's just literally impossible to place any more towers. But as I say this, Cringy Jack's gonna have some issues, so we're coming in with ZOMGs. He's got a Sun God fan club and his 5th tier engineer. He's actually starting to buy a bunch of engineers, but I believe his toaster is starting to lag him. And actually, on our side, we're starting to panic a bit. Holy crap, there's some mobs making it far. Turns out our sentry gunners are not that strong, and I realized, like, oh shit, what do? I gotta try to overclock. Oh, that'll help. Making one sentry shoot twice as fast. Oh, that'll save the day. Well, thankfully, we don't go down. Cringy Jack is still kind of staying alive, but he's staying alive because the ZOMGs are so slow and their fat asses have not made it to the exit yet. Let's go, Big Papa. Bring it home. He's gonna die to this. Yes, he is. 5th tier Sun God Circle is not that strong if you've got the case of the lags. So we didn't actually get to see the 5th tier right side Sentry Circle that well in action. We saw it fail against leads. We saw it fail against camos. But now let's take a look at it. So actually I want to point out first the 0-4 and 1-4 or 1-5, I guess, 0-5 and 1-5 engineers. They still produce sentries very slowly. Like, look at this. Look at this. But once you get 2-5, then they just start going crazy. It is insane. The sentries just popping up everywhere. Going ridiculous. So let's test it out against ZOMG because we didn't get to see that in the previous game. Also, look at those camo balloons go through. Oh my god, this tower sucks. It can't even pop camos. Pay $20,000 for a tower to pop camos. What is this? The super monkey? But anyways, you can see as the ZOMG, it barely makes it around the first real bend. You know, before the sentry guns just absolutely dismantle it. They're pretty strong. And it's still pretty freaking powerful. So let's up the ZOMG power from 1 ZOMG to 3 ZOMG. See how well it takes those down. And actually, it seems to do even better because I imagine the tower's been around for longer, so it's had even more time to place down sentries. When we sent this first ZOMG, it hadn't even reached its final form yet. It was still just spawning sentry gunners and they weren't even disappearing. So this cluster of 3 ZOMGs took just about as long to pop as it did that 1 ZOMG. So I'm like, fuck it, let's just send it until it breaks. Let's just send a bunch of ZOMGs and ascend them and ascend them. And I realize this sentry circle just will not budge, at least not for a while. Eventually I get bored and give up, but not before sending like 20, 25 ZOMGs. So we can just watch this go down. It's incredibly satisfying to see like the 1,000, 2,000 sentries. Yo, if you guys had to guess, how many sentries are in this? 1,000? 1,500? My guess is 1,000 anyways. I'm sure there's like a way to figure out via the game files. If enough people actually guess, I'll take a look and I'll give $5 sucky to whoever guesses the right answer. So be sure to do that. Yeah, that's about it. That wraps up the 5th tier tower segment though. And 5th tier towers in general, because like I said, this was the 3rd and final 5th tier tower, made for some decent filler footage, and I'm pretty sure it wraps up the series, unless if Jambite decides to make some more. I messaged him, he's kind of indifferent about it. I imagine he's either busy with other things, or other modding things. I don't know, we'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed the 5th tier engineer as much as I enjoyed playing it. It's pretty cool seeing it in action, pretty fun just watching it take down all those balloons. It finally started leaking some. Like, it leaked a couple ZOMGs, then started popping more ZOMGs. Like, it was weird, but it's pretty neat indeed. So, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks all for watching. Hope you enjoy. I'm doing a live stream tomorrow, Saturday. I don't know what it's going to be. I hope I can do it on tournaments if they're fixed. But I doubt that'll be the case. I have a feeling there's still going to be server problems. And we're probably just going to do, like, subscriber games or something. Or maybe we won't even be able to do battles as a whole because the server problems. I don't know. We'll see. Cross your fingers. I'll still try to make it a fun stream. I hope to see you guys there. Peace out.